I'm Andrew Edwards and you're watching Gear Live. Earlier today at its October Apple event, Apple introduced this year's line of iPhones, the iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, and iPhone 12 Pro Max. In this video, I want to focus on the iPhone 12 and the new iPhone 12 mini in particular, going over some of the big changes to what will undoubtedly be the best-selling iPhones over the next year. Now, it happened a little bit later than usual, but today's Apple event finally brought the reveal of this year's iPhones, and when compared to last year's iPhone 11, the iPhone 12 is getting a few big upgrades. Let's get into it and start with 5G. Apple made a big deal of the 5G capabilities that are being built into all the new iPhones this year. They'll support both sub-6 gigahertz and millimeter wave, and they even had Verizon CEO Hans Vestberg on stage to announce the launch of Verizon's new nationwide 5G network. Apple says that it designed the iPhone 12 lineup to achieve ideal network performance while balancing battery life. A new smart data mode uses LTE when your current activity doesn't demand 5G speeds. Apple says it's tested 5G performance with 100 carriers across 30 different countries to ensure a smooth launch. Now next, let's talk about the display. In years past, the entry-level iPhones have always shipped with an LCD display that some people complained lacked high resolution. This year, Apple changes that with the iPhone 12, as it now includes an OLED display with a peak brightness of 1200 nits, as well as support for HDR10, Dolby Vision, and even HLG HDR. Gone is the 1792 by 828 resolution of the iPhone 11, as it's now replaced by the Super Retina resolution of 2532 by 1170 on the 6.1-inch iPhone 12 and 2340 by 1080 on the 5.4-inch iPhone 12 mini. Of course, you also get True Tone, P3 wide color support, haptic touch, and Apple's all-new ceramic shield, which is made by introducing nano ceramic crystals, which are harder than most metals, into glass, giving the iPhone 4 times better drop performance than previous models, with the dual ion exchange process taking care of scratch resistance. All right, next let's talk about the new design. Gone are the curved edges and in is a new squared off design similar to what you'd see on the iPad Pro and iPad Air. People have been asking for this for a few years now. I think mostly due to the nostalgia for the iPhone 4 and 5, and now it's here. As you can see, you get aluminum rails along the sides in black, white, blue, green, and product red colors, and the glass sits flush rather than curving into the sides like the iPhone 11, which also helps with drop protection. Now, Apple's also increasing the water and dust resistance with an IP68 rating, and in particular, water resistance at up to 6 meters for 30 minutes, which is 3 times the depth that was supported on the iPhone 11. Another part of the design is MagSafe. What was once a feature to keep your MacBook safe if someone pulled on your cord is now a whole accessory ecosystem for the iPhone 12. MagSafe is built into the back of the iPhone, giving it a circular magnetic array and alignment magnet, which guarantees that the iPhone properly lines up with supported MagSafe accessories. Now, leading into this event, I figured that this would just be for wireless charging, but it's so much more than just that. So first, yes, it does work for wireless chargers, which Apple has bumped up to 15 watts when using MagSafe. And they've even announced their own MagSafe Duo charger that lets you charge both your iPhone and Apple Watch, and third-party accessory makers can make their own accessories as well. In addition though, cases and other accessories can snap onto the iPhone 12 magnetically, and they can even stack. So you can have a MagSafe case on your iPhone and then attach a MagSafe charger on top of that, or one of the MagSafe wallet accessories, etc. This is going to be absolutely huge once third-party manufacturers get going on this. So many MagSafe pop sockets are in our future. Next, let's talk about the cameras. The iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini have a 12 megapixel f1.6 main camera with a new 7-element lens, making this the fastest aperture in any iPhone yet, alongside a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Apple says low light performance has improved, and they've also continued to make advancements in computational photography to maximize detail and dynamic range. The front camera gets a key improvement too, as it now supports night mode. You'll be able to pre-order the new iPhone 12 this Friday on October 16th, and it'll be in stores and deliveries will start arriving on October 23rd. It starts at $799 and you can pick between 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and 256 gigabytes of storage. But that's for the iPhone 12 specifically, as well as the iPhone 12 Pro. The iPhone 12 mini and iPhone 12 Pro Max will be up for pre-order on November 6th, and those will ship on November 13th, with the mini starting at $699. Of course, I'll have coverage on the entire iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro lineup, so if you want to be sure to catch it, hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss anything. Any questions about the iPhone 12 or iPhone 12 mini? Leave them down in the comments below and I'll meet you there for further discussion. Big thank you to all who watched. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards and I will catch you in the next video.